Do I need to mute myself?
We good? We good?
We
Good.
good.
All right. Welcome. Greetings and salutations. It's your boy Trey Proper. I got the snacks. Drew's got the flicks, and Dragon's got something over there. I don't know. But welcome to Snack and Flick. We're gonna talk about some good shit today. Oh, you got water. Yeah, that really helps. Wet the palate, wet your whistle, whatever you want to call it. But as always, we're going to get into some different things and talk about some different things. And I'm all out of whack because I didn't put my stuff in the right place. But we're going to have some fun. We also have a very, very, very special guest. I'm going to let... okay, so my snacks went down the wrong pipe. Drew!
Take over, Drew.
You want me to take it from here?
Yes, Drew.
We have a very, very special guest, celebrity artist, Shawn Coss. I know it makes him feel bad when I say that, but he is indeed a celebrity, and he kicks out some kick-ass artwork, which is one of the things we will be giving away tonight out of my personal collection. This is going out tonight. Oh, see, too close for school now.
You peasants. How dare you speak in my...
Right, I need to wear sunglasses.
Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. So
that's a lot from Tony Ferguson. I can't even take that credit. I'm learning this for the fucking thing now. This is fucking awesome. I feel good.
Lean all the way in. You are the special guest in appearance. I'm not dying from a crack.
Just lean into it. Lean into it.
I do. Shit. Okay. So we are going to talk. We've done this before, and I kind of, if you've watched the episodes before, you know I legit hate horror movies. I don't watch them. I don't like them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to be scared because I'm a big ass punk. I'm not even going to fake. But because of our special guest, we are going to be talking about horror movies, and yeah, it's going to be a thing.
We could have talked about Glitter, or was it Glimmer? Mariah Carey. We could have those movies.
That was a horror movie in itself.
Mariah Carey acting. Oh,
Shazam!
God.
I'm sorry. Shazam is the best horror movie. I'm telling you that.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen Shaq act?
You sure you don't mean Steel?
Shazam, Steel. I mean,
same thing.
Yeah. Already in the comments, Trey, we want you to watch horror movies. No, you just want to hear me scream like a little girl. It's not cool. It's not funny. All right. So As always on Snack and Flick, every Wednesday we get into our movies that we're going to break down. We're going to talk about our favorites, our most hated, and a couple of throwbacks. So, as the guest of honor, Shawn, would you like to go first and tell us your favorite horror movie of all time?
Yeah, Drew put me on a fucking spot when he asked me these questions. I'm like, dude, I have a lot of favorite horror movies, but fuck, I put It Follows mostly because it's a horror movie that wasn't done before. It was a whole other kind of technique and style. Given the last half of it, or like the final act, was kind of dumb. They kind of like ruined their whole like theory, but the soundtrack was amazing. The concept was awesome. It's pretty much like a giant like, hey kids, don't fuck or you're gonna die. It's like a big old abstinence movie, and I thought it was really good. I really liked it. Again, I can't tell you the soundtrack alone. I've spent countless nights working on artwork just listening to the soundtrack. It's so like, I guess, conjuring sounding.
Okay, all right. I will add that to my list of things to get freaky to. Let me get my pen real quick.
You ever seen It Follows?
I'm talking about the soundtrack. I didn't think about.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack. Yeah, soundtrack is
adding that to the list. Like, yes, It Follows. Now, of course, my phone, the way I'm just going to say the R word. The way it's messed up, it's probably going to pull up the soundtrack to It. So, but that'll be good because you know what? It's too late. I can't change it. Crap. I said that. God. To fill you guys in, I have been running around so much. I totally forgot and flipped on my throwback, and it was it, because that's a throwback that I actually enjoyed only because of Tim Curry's acting, and he is an amazing actor. I hope he's still healthy. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, but anyway.
Oh, he is not healthy.
he had his and he's still
well, as healthy as he could be. I mean,
right. I mean, they tried to stroke him out of existence. That didn't happen. So he's still here.
Just that he's just an epic actor. But anyway, all right. Have you guys have seen It Follows as well, right?
No, I have yet to see it.
I'm sorry.
I have a lot of stuff on my plate. Really?
Okay.
Come on now.
It's not in that.
That was the line.
I mean, that's fair. I get
Drew,
it.
it's not that massive collection. Somebody you just didn't overlook it at one point.
I probably have seen it and just don't remember
DVDs of Deliverance.
Wow.
Wait, hold on now. Rest in peace to what was his name? The guy he just passed away and he was in Deliverance.
Edding or something like that.
Was it something Sweeney?
Yeah, no. You get the computer.
Come on, Mr. Fact Checker. That's your job.
Yes, that's your job. You're supposed to look him up. Let us know. Checking out the comments real quick. Trey, you wanted to watch it? I read that one. That's talking about me screaming like a little bitch. Yes. Cassie Hess. I love It Follows. Good pick, Shawn. And
Cassie, my girl.
Yes. And Rianne.
It was Ned Beatty.
Say one more time. Ned Beatty. Okay.
Ned Beatty.
Yes. Rest in peace.
Great actor.
Okay. All right. So who would like to go next?
Sure, I'll do it. So, what did I pick for my all-time favorite?
You should know, dude.
No, because I do know. And so it's not my all-time favorite, but is a new favorite. I just got finished watching it with the family, and that would be Wrong Turn, the new version of it, the 2021 version, 2020, just came out. So instead of it being, for all people who've watched the original Wrong Turn, it was strange. It didn't have no story, didn't really make much of a sense. It was a bunch of just hillbillies, and you went into the wrong area, and they were just killing you. So in this one, they actually made a better plot to it. It's still kind of hillbillyish, but it's not hillbillies as in deformed, breeding with themselves. It's more along the lines of these families from way back in, like when before the Civil War happened, decided we're going to go live by ourselves in the woods, and this is our area. Yeah. So you had all multiple races coming together, living together, working together. So what ends up happening is these hikers end up in the woods and do something stupid, not follow the path, and they end up running into these people and causing issues with them, and yeah, it's trouble for them. I don't want to ruin the movie because it was actually pretty decent.
Oh, you can ruin it because I don't want to watch it.
A reboot, like a reboot of the
Yeah,
Wrong
it's-
Turn
Yes,
series?
it was a complete reboot.
When did it come out?
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay, I'll check it out
I want to say.
because I came from West Virginia, so maybe my family's in that one.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put it like
boy.
this. But hey, throwback to the original Wrong Turn with just a lovely picture of Eliza Dushku going up a ladder and that pan to just seeing her ass right there. That was a great,
There's visuals
great
of
visual
this
in
movie.
that movie.
I might have to check it out.
It's a good movie, Trey. It's not, it's
It's a
not
good
so much
movie.
So
about I'm about to
is
scare you.
it okay? Is it jump scares? Is it the violins playing in the background?
It's
is it
it's
that?
that
What is
it's
it?
that realistic scare, that shit that could happen in real life.
Yeah.
See, we live way too close to Virginia for me to
No,
be playing around with stuff
but
like this. So I don't know.
This wasn't Virginia. This was like Georgia.
Okay, I ain't going there.
Like this. So I always look at it like this with remakes, and this is how I judge remakes. So I liked the
Mhm.
Friday the 13th remake. I liked this remake. I hated the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and I'm a Nightmare on Elm Street fan. So if it's better than Nightmare on Elm Street remake, it's worth it.
Okay.
Watch.
All
I'll
right.
put it that way.
What is it on? Is it in? It was in theaters. So is it streaming now?
I caught it on
You can
on
get
demand.
it on Voodoo.
I video on demand.
Yeah,
so,
Voodoo
I
or on
rented
demand.
it.
Okay.
But,
all right.
it wasn't full price. It was $5.99. So
Yeah.
It better be a good movie for $5.99.
Yeah, I'm still not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna find a way around it. I will find a way
I'm a
around it.
Napster that shit.
Hold. Here on Stack and Flicks, we
Trey,
do not promote
We
pirating.
don't condone pirating.
bootleg.
I didn't
not
say
pirating.
pirating. I wasn't gonna pirate it.
I was gonna say, hey, going to the comments, Trey. My wife said, "Are you gonna go hiking out in the middle of nowhere anytime soon?" I think you're good.
You never know. So with my
You
new
watch the
job,
movie.
with my old job slinging packages, I was in the boonies a couple times. I've seen a couple of a certain particular type of flag hanging on somebody's house, and I was delivering their package to their front door. It just wasn't happening. Like no,
Fuck it over to him.
yeah. Nope. No, I left it right at the driveway. There you go. And now my new job, it's even worse. So anyway, but yeah, when you said Wrong Turn, I was thinking about not Cabin in the Woods. No, not that piece of crap. I watched that when I worked in the movie theater. The Hills Have Eyes. That's what I thought of. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I've actually met Michael Berryman, the guy who was in the original Hills Have
wow.
Eyes. Nice dude. Yeah, had a beer with him. He was a really nice guy.
You just meet everybody out there.
That remake was really
Well,
good.
no,
though.
he was a guest.
Or,
He was a guest at
Oh,
Sinister Creature
okay.
Con, and I was staying in the same hotel that they were, and I was able to have drinks with Tyler Main, Michael Berryman, and
When
William
we come
Butler.
out there
I
to
mean,
visit,
it's
I
cool.
better meet as many people as you do.
Also,
it's
he
like
asked
every
me
week.
to be on the podcast, but he said no, so he asked me next.
Oh,
I'm second
Like I
helping.
said, you were the first guy I asked. You were literally the first guy I asked.
I
I'm
thought
not
you
gonna
said
lie.
third
You
guy.
were
I'm like, I'm
literally
the
the first guy.
third.
You son of a bitch! Why'd you tell me that in the first place? I wouldn't have been on the show.
Goddamn D-lister. Shit.
all right. Okay.
Is it me?
It's you. Go ahead.
All right. So if you guys can't see on my shirt, my favorite is none other than Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors. Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And that's just because growing up in my childhood, it just takes me back to my childhood with all the great kills in that movie. You had the kid that turned into a puppet. You had him, like the famous line of "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and just smashes her into a TV. I mean, Jennifer Rubin getting injected with heroin in her arm. It was just classic Freddy Krueger at its best. And
Drew,
it's just
let me see your
stood
shirt
the test
real
of
quick.
time. I could watch that movie every day and be fine. Yeah.
I want that shirt.
That's cool.
I need to find that. Did you get that on Amazon? Where'd you get that shirt? Because
Fright Rags. I got that at Fright
I
Rags.
gotta find.
But I even have another one.
Is it 2X?
So who remembers the movie The Warriors? No,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a 2X. but
Absolutely.
Who remembers the movie The Warriors? Okay. I have one where it's the Warriors logo, where it would be them walking,
Yeah.
you know, like on the front of the DVD, except above the Warriors, it says Dream Warriors, and it's all the kids doing the walk that they
Okay.
would be doing from the cover.
And that was from
of
Fire
the
Tags
Warriors.
too? Oh,
Yeah.
Fight Tags? Fright.
It's in the
Tags, but
comments.
a lot of the shirts that I get are one-offs that were like graveyard sales where they only do them one sale for a certain amount of time. They were called Midnight
And
Madness.
you said you wear
sales.
you said you wear a
Because they were,
2X,
like,
correct?
cheaper.
Yes, he said 2X.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
I mean, you can try and take it, but it's not gonna happen.
No, I'm just joking. So out of
Take it, everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen
Yeah,
Dream
absolutely.
Warriors, yeah.
No, I've never seen that movie. No, I've seen it. I've seen it. That's what Johnny Depp was in that one, wasn't he? Was he not in that one?
he was in the
He was in the first one.
He was in
yeah.
the first one. See, dude, I would have died in Scream. I would have been so fucked. Yeah, I would have put so many knives up my asshole. I've been done. I just assumed that's where they would have put it in me. My doppelganger, Matthew Lillard, just would have jammed that thing so far up in there, made me into his own puppet.
Oh wow.
Hey,
I didn't need that
hey,
visual.
Hey, Trey, at least we're past the 15-minute mark.
You're right. Yeah. We're
Oh, we made it?
officially.
We hit a
I mean,
record.
No, we just try not to get demonetized in the first 15 minutes, but it is what it is. I curse every week. I curse like a saint. So Drew hates it, but
I will try.
I know. It's
Hold on,
fine.
Drew cusses his ass off too.
I'll try my fucking best not to cuss. I'll try,
I
try my hardest.
don't fucking care.
No, we don't care.
I
It's
get-
fine.
All right.
Drew's like, God damn it, guys, stop swearing.
No,
Day after
I don't give a
Sunday,
shit.
have some respect.
Put some respect on the
Definitely
show.
not.
How many times have you met Robert Englund, Drew? Yeah.
Me, I've met him twice. Here, wait.
He's like,
I'll
I bet his head.
show you a nice little piece of. I'll show you a nice
I've
little
got a
piece
ball
of
of his
history
hair.
that I have from them.
This is out of his
No.
drain.
So,
Oh, that's
who
sweet.
knows this book?
Wow.
Never Sleep Again? Yeah. They
That's-
made a documentary on the DVD, but I literally have. Oh, yeah, I forgot her picture was in there too. Signed by Heather Langenkamp and Robert Englund.
Okay.
Forgot that was in. But the first time I met him, because it's actually signed by Robert Englund right there. But then while he was signing it,
You don't have a bookmark? I'm surprised.
You would think he'd have a bookmark somewhere, like, right here.
He signed it.
Pour it out and frame that shit.
No, he signed it twice, but on the second signature, he did this, where he actually drew
Oh, wait.
that
is
and
awesome.
signed it.
That is hella awesome.
It's like the Beetle
Yeah.
Bailey version of Freddy.
And then it's also signed. It's signed basically by every Nightmare on Elm Street person that I've met.
Okay.
Because again, it's one of my
awesome.
favorite
I'm
That's
telling
awesome.
you,
series.
Timmy's getting signatures.
You know, like back
And
in high
to be
school.
quite
Can you
honest
sign my
with you-
yearbook?
Unlike everybody else that volunteers at conventions,
Mhm.
most of the time they all expect. They're like, "Well, I'm volunteering, so you're gonna give me a free signature." I've paid for everybody's signature in that just because I'm not an asshole and don't take advantage
man,
of
good
people
man.
that I
Good
volunteer
audience.
for.
You're a good dude.
Because Tim and Brian, who do Sinister, you've met Tim and Brian. They are
Good
cool
shit.
people.
Good shit. Good. You hear that, audience? Don't be assholes. Make
Don't
sure
be
you
assholes. Support these retired actors.
who
By the
may or may not still need this money.
Hey, I mean, whether or not, I mean, those residual checks eventually do dry up. You know, you can't watch Nightmare on Elm Street on TBS anymore. So
Unless you're Friends or Seinfeld, you guys are set for life.
yeah, that's, gee, I want a
You're not-
quarter
you're
of
not
Seinfeld's
wrong.
money. That's what I want. So I guess I'll go next. My favorite movie, horror movie, if you want to call it that. And I'm only saying this is my favorite because the one that damn near made me piss my pants, and I'll tell the story as to how this happened after the fact. My movie is The Ring. yes, I know it's not the best horror movie in the world. It's not like
Drew,
noteworthy.
hold on for a second. Drew, you are echoing.
Is it him?
Am I?
Yep.
How about now?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Not anymore.
Good now?
I can't hear me.
You're good.
All right, so yeah, so The Ring, of course, you have everybody seen The Ring, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I purposely don't watch horror movies because I'm a little bitch. I'm not even gonna fake. So a group of my friends from high school had actually gotten me. They had kidnapped me essentially and forced me to watch this movie. We were over my friend's house in the basement. We had it on tape or DVD, whatever it was at that point. I'm not that old, and you know how you used to have to hit the input button and it would go over to the 3 channel to give you the static. We watched the movie. I didn't jump. I didn't scream. It wasn't really scary, but in the back of my head, I'm just like, yeah, this is fucked up. They were like, yeah, we ought to go get some more beer. Yes, we were drinking beer in high school. They walked out of the living room. I didn't know they had the remote, and they hit the fucking button, and all you hear is like in the fucking movie. I hit notes that I usually don't. I'm talking about Sopranos. Like, yeah, all on the couch. Yo, help at the top of my lungs. So that's the first genuine scare that I've had in a long ass time.
I wish I would have seen that. That would have been awesome.
So,
I wish we had video cameras.
so,
at the time.
so a reference point for you, Sean. Trey is 5'11", 290.
Yes, I'm a big boy. Yeah, I definitely stood on the back of that couch like a fucking cat and you couldn't get me to come down until you turn the TV off, and I'm not coming. I don't care if I don't care if I'm on your mama couch. I don't give a fuck. Turn the TV off. If that bitch come out the TV, she going after you first because I'm running. Fuck that. So yeah, she's just terrified. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So a couple questions for you, Sean, since you are our guest of honor. Now we've gone over our favorites. Did a little bit of research on you before we got in here. So of course, as you've stated earlier, you are an artist and you are working on, or you've worked on Inktober series, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I did, like I said, a little bit of research. So could you explain to myself and the audience exactly what that series entails?
Yeah, the Inktober series was started by a guy named Jake Parker. I don't know how many years ago, but every October he invites every artist to do 31 days of drawings, an ink drawing every day for the month of October. And typically he will release a prompt for that year to get everyone prepped for it. And then, so it could be like a candle burning. So then everyone draws a candle burning in like their own version or whatever. I tried doing it for like 3 years in a row and completely ignored his fucking prompts. Like, yeah, fuck your prompts. I'm gonna do my own shit.
Good shit.
So like the first one was, I don't even remember what the first one was. Second one was Nightmare Before Christmas, but there wasn't 31 characters I could think of. So after like 10, I was like, fuck it, I'm done. And in 2016, I did the whole mental illness series, which was all 31, and end up making my face blow up with my ego after that.
Okay. All right. So which did you have the most fun working on?
Well, the mental illness one was a lot of fun because I had to research, which I feel like a lot of people don't do anymore, and try to interpret mental illness as a singular image, which obviously you're taking something that's very vast as a mental health behavior and then trying to condense it into one image and not piss off a bunch of people. I did the first part right. Second part, not so much. A lot of pissed off people. But it was a lot of fun creating it. And then, I don't know, fun, but like, it was cool to see how many people like were affected by it, good and bad. It was the first time I'd ever dealt with people like telling me to go fuck myself, and I hope my kid gets autism and all that stuff. So I got to learn real quick what hate is. I was like, damn. I had a hashtag of fuck Shawn Coss for a while that was on Twitter, and then I think there was 2 or 3 Facebook group pages that were all about like anti-me. So
Wow.
I feel like I made it in 2016. That's like my.
I was
celebrity-
gonna say if they've got a hashtag Shawn Coss, you've made it, my friend. You
I know,
are
right?
I
somebody.
aspire to be that level of fuckery. That is amazing.
They tried to cancel me before cancel culture. I was like, ain't nothing to cancel, bitches.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
okay. All right. Well, that's good to that's I really want a fuck Trey proper hashtag. I think I can make that happen on Kickazoid. I can piss
Yeah,
off some
yes, you could.
I can definitely do it.
Yes,
All
you
right.
can.
You've just inspired
Oh,
me. You just inspired me to start doing some more fuckery. Okay, so let's
I can't imagine this is the real person, but in the Facebook comments, Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds,
Yeah, that guy's a fucking douche.
not real Ryan Reynolds, right?
No, he's not the real Ryan Reynolds.
It's not
He's
like
actually-
Ryan Reynolds.
So that
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds actually hooked me up with our real live hyena photo shoot. So we flew down
Oh,
to
nice.
Florida. He's a really good supporter, really good dude. I bust his balls because he has like a pea-sized brain that he had to have surgery on. So that's
But
why
I
he
was
has-
gonna say, he said, what moisturizer does Sean use to really accent his pale?
So I use the same moisturizer that I beat off with, so it's Jergens. And then
He says, I'm
once I
the
finish, I
great
use my
value
organic-
version of Ryan Reynolds.
he's the what?
The great value
This-
version.
He's
Oh,
the
God.
great value version of
I
Ryan.
was gonna say more like
That's the
Big Lots,
Walmart
but-
version.
He said big lots.
Hey,
I'm
wait,
like a
is he
Big
like
Lots.
the Wish version? You order Ryan Reynolds, but you get him?
You get the you get the assless chaps. Very small sock front. Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
I,
Whoa.
I think we have him on the wrong show. He's supposed
That
to be on
took a
Sunday
turn
night.
for the worse.
yeah.
Fucking Ryan.
I'm good. I'm totally good. I'm mad that I have such a visual imagination. I really
That sucks for you. I don't. I could just laugh at this.
I usually bottle up my Jergens too, and I send it to him so he can reuse my facial
Oh,
moisturizer.
oh, shit.
Add a little bit of my DNA with it. A little more authentic.
Oh!
He uses this
I'm
his
just
cologne.
waiting for Trey to-
Well, so much for my snacks. They're going in.
Hey, it helps the snack go down smoother.
All right, so next segment.
Oh,
Let's go around the panel and list our most hated horror movies of all time. And this time, I'll actually go first because I again have a spiel to go on, and I just want to keep talking so I can get these fucking visuals out of my head. All right, so my most hated horror movie of all time is none other than fucking Anacondas. Those of you who know me personally know that I have a phobia. I am terrified of snakes. I don't like them. I don't want to see them. I literally one crawled out from underneath my truck today at work, or the other day at work, and again, screaming at the top of my lungs in public. A whole bunch of little white girls who just got out of school are looking at me like I'm crazy. This big black man is screaming, and it sounds like God. So, yeah. But this movie is one of the movies that my girlfriend at the time forced me to go watch. The things we do for ass. Anyway,
Oh, you made her pay for it that night.
oh.
Wait, was Jennifer Lopez in that movie?
Yes, she was.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, she was. She was one of the highlights.
You can tell her
J-Lo.
your girl can be J-Lo, and you can be the anaconda that attacks.
There you go. But it's pleasing.
I'm pretty sure that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, but yeah, you know the basic breakdown of Anacondas. Basically, you know, they go into the jungle to find some. They were what the fuck were they looking for? I don't even remember. Shit. I just remember screaming.
They were looking for the snake.
Were they looking for the snake?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because he was talking about his prime
yeah,
snake.
Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck that
Yeah.
snake. That's what I remember.
I remember.
Wasn't Ice Cube
Yes,
in there?
yes,
he's
Ice Cube
one
was
of the
in
few
it.
black men to survive a horror
That's
movie.
right.
Yes.
Ice Cube ain't getting taken out in some fucking Amazon snake. It's like, fuck that noise.
Nope, that's wrong.
Dude, he grew up in the hood. He's
No,
a
he
right.
failed
kid.
us because he didn't take a gun
Come
with
on
him.
now.
God damn it! No, I'd have been.
Yeah,
Ain't no way I'm being
Because he was the cameraman. That's why.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be making a
that's right.
documentary about the snake, and the other guy was
Yeah.
the guy they
That's
hired
right.
to go with him. It was trying to kill it.
You remember that?
Yeah,
Shit.
that was John Voight.
Yeah, John Voight. Yes.
Yes.
John Voight.
Is he really related to Angelina Jolie?
That's her dad.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
her dad.
Huh.
I never understood why celebrities don't share the same names, like their last names. But I don't know if I'd want to be associated with
Because
Angelina. She was a little bit of a.
I'm holding the pictures
Yeah,
of
she
them
was-
up in my head,
bad.
and it's like I don't see the
I know, right?
correlation.
Not at all.
Huh.
But do you ever
well,
know
it's
who
kind of
Chloe
like
Chloe's mom is?
whatchamacallit, Emilio Estevez and
Oh yeah.
Emilio
And Martin
Estevez
Sheen.
and Charlie Sheen. And Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen's
Yeah.
their dad.
Well, Martin
But-
Sheen looks like Emilio Estevez. Those
Yeah.
two look a lot alike.
Yeah. And Charlie looks like
Like a cokehead.
Charlie Sheen, I guess. Yeah, pretty much.
Tiger's
Yeah, you're
blood.
right.
Winning.
I guess not.
With Tiger's blood, yeah.
I'm gonna derail the fuck out of this podcast.
You're fine.
No, you're good.
We normally derail
derailed
ourselves.
the hell out of this thing. Oh, you got to see the other shows we do. Jesus, this is
This is tame.
This is nothing.
Start off
He's
talking about one
literally on a show
subject.
on Sundays called Kinkazoids, where they talk about nothing but
we talk
sex.
about more than sex. We talk about sex and relationships and sex and relationships and sex and relationships. That's what we talk about.
You ever talk
Sex.
about like
All right,
how
that's
long
what
you
we-
choke your significant other until before they come and before
That's
they die?
That
Yes.
Like
That
there's like
shit-
a fine line
Hey,
between a
I think
tense
they had a
orgasm
segment-
and then you calling the police going shit. I fucked
like,
up.
He's not.
I think they had a
That's
segment was, I'm gonna squeeze you. You tell me what blue you want me to stop at.
We
Do you-
did
What
not.
color Smurf do you want to look like today?
do you want to be like the?
Gonna lick your ass.
Do you want to be
Call me
that gray
Gargamel.
Smurfs from the new movie, or I mean,
Checking out the comments. I gotta go back. He uses Kleenex to stuff my crotch socks. Wow. Okay, Ryan Reynolds. That does sound like something. That actually sounds like something Ryan Reynolds would actually say. Candace Hayes, who's actually a co-host of Kingazoid, she says I'm dead. Drew Jays. Okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Herb. Hey, Big Whip. What's up, Herbie? So he's from Blurs and Whiskey. These snakes out here this big? Yes. That fucking movie. That shit to this day. And then they made more. They made more of them. Why?
I don't think they made a lot more. I only think they made one more.
Was Ice Cube in
No,
that
I
one?
think they made 3. No.
No.
No,
Whole
he was
whole
only
new
in the
cast
first
and the
one,
rest of
thank
them.
God.
You don't
Yeah.
almost get eaten by a snake and bring your black ass back to the jungle. No, that doesn't. That's not that. No. The bitch had me in his coils, son. I'm not leaving the States. Fuck that. Jamaica, look at her cheekbones. Look at her fucking cheekbones. Still, I don't see the correlation between the two. Martin started in Hollywood as an Estevez, but because it was too ethnic.
Ethnic.
Okay, yeah. Sorry,
Hollywood only likes white people names.
I mean, it is what it is. So he puts the jacket on the same way in every movie that he's in. Just thinking about that. You ever see him in what was that? He was the president in one of them. He puts his jacket on backwards, and it's useless
you,
stuff.
you know,
That's
we could,
just you, Trey.
if we could actually read that name, thank you for the new follow. We appreciate that.
Thank you. So no snakes on the plane. Snakes on the fuck.
Motherfucking snakes on the
Motherfucking plane.
Snakes on the plane, and then that bullshit. You know, at the end, they always have something special at the end. Thanks, Marvel. They have a fucking snake that's hiding behind the fucking credits that snaps at the screen at the last second. Okay, all right. Somebody else talk about their most hated. Dragon, you go next.
Sure. My most hated movie. What did I pick?
Horror movie. How do you have everything in front of you, dude?
Oh, I know, but I just can't remember which one I picked. Oh, I remember what it is now, because everyone. Drew, you're echoing.
It's not me. I have.
It might be me this
I
time.
have.
Oh,
Hold on. You know what, let me
Yeah.
set it.
I was like, I have headphones on.
Let me
Oh,
put
the
my,
snake bit the dude's finger. I remember. Stop reminding me of this fucking movie. Sorry, I brought it up.
Headphones.
Wait, what about the scene where they're fucking in the lavatory and then the
They get-
snake literally
Lights they
rips, he
ass
like
up.
fucking bites the dude in the dick. Yeah,
Never
lights
saw
him
the
up and then
Yeah.
fucking goes through his eye socket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, but nonetheless, Echo's gone. Yeah, Echo's gone. So my most hated movie, and it pays homage back to the dumb things going in the woods, was the Blair Witch Project. I I I, I understand this was a big movie. A lot of people love this movie. I absolutely hate this movie. To me, it was boring. It was, hey, let's go see these three people go into the woods and watch them with the camera in their face like that. It was just too much for me. Nah, I'm good.
I could only watch 50% of it because I get motion sickness very badly.
Exactly.
And towards like the middle of the movie, I had to walk out because I was so nauseated. Same thing with Cloverfield. I was just like, dude, I can't watch this. Like, I had to take fucking Dramamine to watch this shit. I thought for its time, I was also like, what, 15, I think? Maybe I was 6. No, I was 16 because I was driving at that time when that movie came out. And I think it was because I think what scared me about that one was we thought it was real at the time. So we had no idea. But you're right. Like, if you watch that movie now, it's a whole lot of fucking nothing.
Yes.
It's just literally nothing until the end. And then there's something that's kind of creepy and then nothing again.
Would you like to know some trivia
You're-
about that though,
You're
Trey?
not wrong.
Sure.
You know where that was filmed at?
I don't want to know.
Montgomery
backyard.
County.
God damn it. Why do you tell me stuff like this? Why?
Montgomery
I just
County
said-
in Maryland. That movie was filmed in.
All right, so I guess I'm moving to Texas. No, I can't move to Texas.
Yeah,
You don't want to move to
but
Texas.
Yeah.
It's not
know,
like it
I know.
was. It wasn't real. It was debunked. And again,
yeah,
like what Shawn said, when that movie came out, like I remember watching it and being like, "Wow, this is some trippy shit." And then like 2 months later, like, "We're just kidding.
Yeah.
We made it up. It's no big deal." That though, by far, was the biggest movie on the smallest budget. I mean, that movie
Yeah.
broke
It made-
records.
Yes.
To this day I can't
So
watch it
Chase on
anymore,
Twitch
but-
says all the parodies make it even better. Yes, that was hilarious. When Scary Movie did it, when the was it the Wayans? Yeah, the Wayans brothers.
Yes,
When they did
Wayans
Scary
brothers.
Movie,
Yeah, with the snot bubble.
the snot
Yeah.
just a sink running water out of her nose. That was hilarious. So yeah, I've watched it. I didn't understand it. It was like, all right, so they cut the camera off. What happens next? That's really what it left me with. So
Yeah.
I agree with you that it's stupid.
Didn't they make 3 of them?
They
They
made
made
a
a
Blair
sequel
Witch.
and then they made a sequel to the original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they
they did
make-
a Blair Witch 2, and
Yeah, I
then
saw
they
that
just
one.
did a
Fucking
new
Shadows.
one like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. It was,
That one wasn't bad.
but still nonetheless.
It wasn't the best. Yeah, I mean,
You watched it? Like,
I'm just saying.
Then-
Well, because this one wasn't like,
Oh, okay.
you know, a handy cam where they're doing this. You know what I mean? It was an actual fucking movie. Like literally, they went out into the woods with like 20 grand
Yeah.
budget and made like 15 or 20 million dollars.
Yep.
More power to them. That's all I'm saying. Like Jesus Christ, give me a handy cam. I hope I can make that much fucking money.
Nobody
That's
wants
all
to
I'm
see your
saying.
memorabilia in your house, Drew.
I'm just saying. I mean, you can make the right movie and make some money from it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Become an accountant.
It involves a handy cam and a corn on the cob,
Oh shit.
and maybe some Xanax to loosen up a little.
Oh shit.
Come on, Drew. Let's make you a celebrity.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Nobody wants to see.
Nobody. I don't
That
think
seems like
there's
this.
enough
Hey,
audience for
We'll
Drew.
live vicariously through you, Shawn. Vicariously through you.
If I come to Tennis for Creature Con, we're getting a handy cam. I'm just gonna chase you around the handy cam and a corn cob. Like, come here, Drew. Come here.
And
I'm gonna make
Wait,
you
what was
famous.
it? My wife said I watched the original Blair Witch in a super dark, freezing, packed theater, and it was creepy for the time. I didn't say it wasn't creepy for the time. It's just definitely did not age well. Definitely.
On some other note though, has anybody seen the new the new corn on the cob butter spreader.
Yes.
The giant, there's a giant.
the
So
hand.
now there's a new. It's literally a giant
I just
hand.
saw
You
that.
put the butter in
Oh
right
my
here,
God.
and you jerk off the corn.
In the
Jerk off
palm,
your
and
corn.
you jerk the corn off.
Saw a guy on TikTok. He went,
Somebody
I need to buy
share that
5
to
of these.
Kinkazoid, please.
I'm just saying, when Shawn was saying that, all I could think about is the hand, him with the hand chasing after Drew.
Butter your corn.
Bring me that corn butterer. Yeah, bring me that corn butterer.
We don't have
Yes.
any corn. I know.
Somebody share that to the Kinkazoid page, please. I need to see that. Don't share it to my page. My grandmother follows me, you freaks.
Oh.
What's this, Trey? What are you doing with
Yep,
your corn?
I had to explain to her. She was like, "Wait, you're doing another show?" I was like, "Yeah, I do 4 shows a week."
Oh,
What's this one about? You don't want to see it. You don't want to watch it. I'll watch. It's called
she's
Kinkazoid.
gonna call you and be like, I bought 2 of them, see?
God, no. He's a saint.
me,
damn it.
Mom.
At the same time.
No.
Like, oh, you're skiing.
Nope.
That's awesome.
Nope. Can't see you. Don't see it. Don't see it.
Oh.
Sean, your most hated horror movie of all
Man,
time. Please.
Again, there's so many I didn't like, but I went with The Devil Inside because I feel like it was such a massive fucking letdown. If that's the same one, I think, where it's like a documentary, and like it just ends fucking poorly. If I have my movie right, like they're in an ambulance or they're like driving away, and then the girl turns up she is possessed by the devil, and it car flips over, and it's a shitty movie. Like it had all the ingredients to make it a good documentary. Like I love faux documentary exorcism movies, and that was like I was like, oh, this is gonna be perfect, and it was fucking garbage. I was like, god damn it. Well,
I've actually never seen that one.
yeah, don't waste your time. If you do.
I started it and turned it off. I gave that one the good old 15-minute rule.
Yeah,
If it
The
doesn't
movie
catch you in
doesn't capture
15
me in
minutes,
15 minutes, you just go.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
up with
it's
her
just-
face?
Yeah.
it was all right. Like there was some
Ooh.
cool concepts here and there, but just they've wasted budget on it.
Okay. All right. Who hasn't gone yet?
that'd be good Drew.
Yes. Go ahead.
Corn
Good
cob
Drew,
grill.
yeah.
Good
that's
Drew. Good Drew. Your wife says
Drew.
students will not bring that to class.
Oh God! Now I forgot. Now you guys are making me laugh too hard, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh wait, did I end up doing Paranormal Activity? I'm pretty sure that was
Yes, you
my
did.
most hated
That was
Paranormal
what you
Activity.
You hated that movie?
Jesus Christ! All right. Yeah, not a big fan. I mean, it was literally you're recording her doing what she's doing, and then yet you still stay in the house.
You still
Really?
you still stay with her.
Yeah, you're still staying with her.
There you
Like,
go. Like, bitch, I love you, but I'm out.
I'm just saying.
Hold up. No,
Yeah.
no, not I'm out, bitch. You're out. This is my house. Go.
Wait,
Take
did he move her in?
Yes, he moved her in.
Yeah.
No, they were already
Yeah,
married, weren't
it was
they?
just-
No,
Yeah.
They weren't married?
I
They
thought
weren't
were
married?
no.
That was
They
just a
were-
girlfriend? Oh, I
Yes.
broke up with her demonic ass.
She must have been mom she must have gave us some good sex then. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Demons or not, let's go.
Her and the
You
ghost.
say they-
He had a threesome with him and her and the ghost.
Another scary movie reference.
Stop it. That just reminds me of scary movies.
That with Tori Spelling.
When he pulls down her fucking thing in the panties and it says Tuesday and it's like fucking Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Scary movie too.
Was that Anna Faris or was that Tori
No,
Spelling?
that was touring spelling.
Yeah.
Tori Spelling. Okay.
Because remember, she loves the dick after that, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Why did you talk to me? It was just a one-night stand."
You gave me crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
In Paranoid. So actually, Dragon made me watch that fucking movie as well. And that, yeah, I started seeing shit after that. That's why I don't fuck with shit like that. But no, like her standing over the bed. I don't care how deep in my sleep I am. If anybody comes near my bed, I'm waking the fuck up. You roll over and you stand up and you just standing there. What you looking at? What's going on? Bust a motherfucking move.
What's good?
Bust a motherfucker. Like,
she stood there for hours.
bro, there's no way I'm sleeping through that. And she probably breathing on. Like, no, you got to get the fuck out of here. And then the thing that did it to me was the damn Ouija board. You brought a Ouija board into your. I have a friend who I didn't know for years that he had a Ouija board in his house. I haven't been back to his house since I found that shit out. And that was well over like 7 years ago. I'd like, no. Do you come over for some drinks? No. Why would I do that?
Wait, that's you do realize Ouija boards are fake.
You do realize I'm superstitious as fuck, right? Like, I'm not fucking.
I'm just making sure you knew. That's
all. Nope. Trey don't do paranormal shit. No.
So Herb said in the comments, SpongeBob that hoe. She belongs to the
devil.
devil.
Fuck out of here. Like, I don't. Nope. I will be in church on Sunday. Oh my Lord. I don't care. I'm not dealing with it.
So Casey said there's a fine line between entertaining. As I was going to say, there's a fine line between entertaining cheesy horror movies and just plain bad ones. That is such a true statement.
It's a true statement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen so we can do this
absolutely
contest. So let's.
Shawn, while we do so we don't have any dead air, could you explain to us the inspiration behind? I mean, we know it, but your inspiration behind this piece of art that Drew is giving away. That is your art.
Oh, he's giving away without my permission. Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Wow.
So
I asked you about it first. God damn it!
I don't remember shit, sir.
Did you? Have you shared your screen?
Yeah,
yet?
I figured as much.
Have you shared? Your
No,
screen
I'm trying to.
Drew, pay your internet bill. Tell Tim to pay you more than you can pay. Okay. Oh, we lost him!
Damn!
Well, welcome to
Come back,
Flick.
Drew.
I'm the new Drew. Happy to be here.
What I want. But, sure, we'll go with it.
Hey, look, your voice matches your mouth now.
Hey, there you go.
Right.
Well,
all right, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
I can see the screen.
Oh, yeah. So the inspiration behind this, I'm a huge Stephen King fan. I actually lived pretty close to his house in Maine. When I lived in Maine, we used to drive by his house all the time. My mom was a huge Stephen King fan. She used to read the books to me when I was a child for bedtime stories. Saw the It movie back when it was on TV with John Ritter and all of them. Loved the movie back then, and then obviously when the remake came out, the remake was just amazing. Skarsgård, I think Skarsgård blows away Tim Curry. I love Tim Curry, but I know you're not supposed to like the reboots more than the originals, but I tell people go watch It Chapter 1, the new one, and then go watch the first one of the old one. And there's no competition here. The only good thing about the original It movie was Tim Curry.
Yes.
But all the other acting around it was so god awful that it's just like, okay, we're good. Like the newest one, like the kids were phenomenal. Like the kids were better than fucking the adults. Like even James McAvoy and all of them. Like Jessica Chastain, like they got legit actors, and the sequel is good, but does not hold up to the first chapter. But I wanted to do my own rendition of Pennywise. I started really getting into like doing some fan art. I kind of try to stay away from it, but I started embracing it a little bit more. And then being a Stephen King fan, I've worked on a Stephen King film called Cell, which my artwork's in. That's the one with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
That was like a huge feather in my cap. But yeah, I did this my own version, and Drew stole it, and Drew's gonna give it away now.
You steal it? You gave it to me.
I don't remember this, sir.
Sinister Creatures Con. Remember at the end of the day,
that's not even a real con. You met me in an alley and go, "Hey, motherfucker, give me that poster." I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Right.
Put that coin down.
At the end of the convention, he had like, I think it was like 20 And I think you were basically like, I don't want to pack this shit away and have to take it back with me. Do you want it? I was like, sure. Why
I
not?
forced it upon him. I throw a lot of prints away if I don't feel like taking them home. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, just burn them. Or I'll like
Yeah,
leave them
trust
on
me,
the
Trey
table.
wants this
I
one
do.
right here.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah,
Well,
that's the
Drew,
spirit
send
where
it
it
to him.
I'm going to. How about I send it to you first and you sign it and then send it to him?
Agenda's getting framed.
And it's gonna say, all right. I'll put a
Mhm.
snake in it.
What do you think? What do you think,
He's
Sean?
gonna sign with a snake.
Yeah,
Never.
What do you think, Sean? You want to do that?
Now, I don't even
yeah,
want
that's
it.
fine. It's gonna go, Sean.
Like, oh, this is
he's
a great
funny.
piece of art right here. I really enjoyed it.
Burn it with fire.
Trey, don't do snakes.
So,
Yeah, because we're looking at
as
this
we
movie.
can see, the randomizer picked Emily Gadoni, which is my
Hacks.
sister-in-law.
Hold
I
up.
say
Hold
spin
up. Isn't that the one that's afraid of clowns?
Oh God, is that amazing?
No.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
damn.
If she is, give it to her, please, and record it. We need to see this.
Yeah, I'll
Live
give
stream
it.
Live stream that.
What was I gonna say? Cassie? No, I do not need help paying my internet bill. Goddamn it, I'm fine.
No, he's actually at
It's just-
McDonald's. Their Wi-Fi is okay.
What I was gonna say is actually because I had to share my screen, so I had to actually go into my settings on my Mac, and then as soon as you go and you put your password in to share your screen, it literally is like, do you want to quit and reload? And I fucking accidentally quit and reload, and I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
I mean, when you have a 5 megabyte upload and download, I expect this. So
No,
Back
I
to the-
have.
back
I
to the comments on
literally have
Facebook.
1,000
Oh.
bags.
So, William McDaniel, my cousin, whose birthday was yesterday, happy belated birthday. He
Happy
said,
birthday.
it ruined my childhood. To hell with clowns.
I'll tell
Hold
you
it
what,
up again, Drew. Hold it up again.
the shower scene from the original with Tim Curry comes out, that fucking gave me nightmares for a while. Like that was fucking terrifying.
I just
Was actually, but I mean, then again, Tim Curry was such a great actor, and like
Yeah.
you said, everybody else in that movie though,
Yeah.
not the
Like
greatest.
the kids weren't bad in the original.
No, the kids were fine.
They
Kids
were
were fine. The
way better
adults-
than the adults. Even John Ritter, I was like, dude, you're a fucking good actor. What the fuck are you doing? But
What
maybe
about the judge from Night Court?
I know, right? Nightcore.
damn.
I think they just got a shit script. You know, you have to try and make
Yeah.
a conversation out of shitty words. You're like, dude, this is dumb. What are we doing?
I mean, it
Yeah.
could have been worse. They could have had an orgy with one girl like they did in the book.
Oh, dude, I know. I kept like, my mom kept going, I wonder if they're gonna do like the Chud seance where they bang the 14-year-old. I'm like, I'm sorry, what, mom?
Oh, nothing.
Like, have you never read the book?
She's like, yeah, they do a train on her. I'm like, what? Oh my god.
Please tell me your mother did not use the term train.
Oh, she used the word train.
Oh.
Your mom just got
Good
5 full
God.
points in my book.
Choo choo.
All right, Drew. It's time to stop sharing the screen.
All right. I'm gonna get
Bye,
off
Drew.
this
Internet's
share
about to go
screen.
bye-bye again.
Right. We're gonna lose him.
No.
Oh, nope, he's still there. Good job.
Boom!
Gotta
There
work.
we go. It's gone.
Everybody,
See?
thank
That
Cassie for donating to
56K
his
modem just can't keep up.
All right,
Brian-
has everybody had a chance to go yet?
Yeah,
Hold
Ryan
on,
Reynolds said, "How's
in
your
the
mom know about
comments,
trains?"
We've derailed. It was completely derailed.
It was getting good.
I'd say that's probably
It was getting good.
a little too personal. I don't know.
Everybody had a chance to go so far, correct?
Yes, it's time for
Yeah.
the
Time for the throwbacks. All right,
Yeah.
so
Throwback.
Drew, if you will. Oh, you're chewing. Dragon, if you.
I'm
All
good.
right,
I got it.
So am I. It's called Snack and Flex.
Sorry. It's
Oh, let
snack
me get my
flick, and I'm
snack.
snacking. Goddamn, you leave me.
I got my snack in. It was a quick
Mhm.
snack.
All right. My throwback is when I say throwback, it is a throwback.
Yes.
because it is one of my favorite silver screen creature features, and it's going to be Creature from the Black Lagoon. Just classic universal horror and at its best. Like, I still think one of the best like costumes for the Gill Man is Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then to the second one to that would be Monster Squad, because the Monster Squad did a pretty good job on Gill Man. Please tell me everybody in here seen Monster Squad.
I'm 36,
Yeah.
not 3,000. I have not seen it.
No.
You've never seen Monster
seen it.
Squad?
He hates horror movies.
Fucking horror movie. What the
It's a
fuck?
monster movie. So it's in black and white, isn't it?
Yes, it's in black.
No.
and white.
Not the Monster Squad.
Oh, that's not.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Creature from the Black Lagoon is from 1930, whatever the hell it is. But the Monster Squad is from what was it, like 80? Was it 80, 89, or 90? Anybody?
Was not existing during that time. So yeah, no. By the time I was able to watch movies, if it was black and white, my granddad was watching it, and I wasn't watching TV with that old bastard. I wasn't doing it. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean I can understand the Universal one, but Monster Squad was 87. That one was where it had
I was too young for
Dracula,
that.
Frankenstein.
yeah, I was
Really?
two.
Okay.
I was born
Do
in
me a
83.
favor.
No.
Yeah, so was I. I still watch Monster Squad. Yes, I was born in 83. I was. In November
Right.
of 83.
Now we just need the last
1883?
four of your social.
Yeah, that's right.
Now we just need the
Huh?
last four of your social.
What did you say now?
You just need to last for your social.
Yeah, definitely not. You also need the day I was born. I'm not
Yeah,
stupid.
well, we could
Jack.
find out. We could definitely
Oh.
find out.
Yeah, I bet. But what I was going to say is I like a lot of the
Yeah.
classic monster movies only because if you didn't have
I-
those, you wouldn't have
yeah.
what you have today. And Creature from the Black Lagoon for me just took it because it was like a creepy ass Gill Man that, basically was trying to steal a woman. It's basically what it was.
You're turned on by
But,
fish people. Yeah, it's cool.
But it spawned a couple of sequels, and actually in one of the sequels, Clint Eastwood was actually in it. He was a cashier in one
Oh
of the
wow!
sequels.
So is this
Yeah.
is it The Shape of Water where the girls mess with the swamp man?
yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
in the same?
I think Guillermo del
Vein of
Toro
it?
took like inspiration from
From
the Black
Creature.
Lagoon. Yeah.
Okay,
Because they definitely share similar features.
because the
Except for
woman
with
the woman falls in love with him in the Creature of the Black Lagoon, correct?
Yes.
Well,
kind of, but not
enticed by
really.
him or whatever he was. She bones a monster.
Yeah, whatever you want to
She
call
bones
it.
a monster
No,
off screen.
no,
it
she does
doesn't
not.
happen on.
she
in the
bones some
sequel, she falls in love with him, and then like in one of them, he gets completely burned, and he's like completely wrapped in bandages. So it's just like a dude in head to toe bandages,
So he's a
and
sea mummy.
he goes fucking nuts because he can't leave. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A sea
You're not
mummy.
wrong.
They just combine two.
sea
Are
mummy.
cool. All right.
William
Ryan
McDaniel
Reynolds.
said, "Love is love. Monsters need orgasms too."
Yeah, tell that to Godzilla. You don't want that radioactive waste all over the place.
That is true too.
Go ahead with Ryan Reynolds.
I was going to say, Ryan, I personally found the movie Knocked Up horrifying. My true worst fear. You haven't had kids yet, have you, sir?
Oh.
Oh, he may
it's-
have
yeah.
them. You never
He
know.
may have
Well,
them.
I think it's illegal for him to have kids. He's not allowed to procreate.
Oh. God
Right.
damn.
We have
can't
some
wait.
friends like that. Unfortunately, they did procreate.
We're not going to
Aw.
talk about that here.
Oh.
We're not going to talk about that here. We're just going to pretend. We're going to pretend like that. We didn't even mention that. Anyway,
Who's going next?
Dragon, go ahead.
Okay, so I've been the second person all the time. Let's go. It's fine.
It's your
Uh,
show.
Hey, I don't mind it. Nonetheless,
It's
so my favorite.
show, thank you.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
It-
his
it-
his network, whatever.
It's our show. Nonetheless,
It's our show.
yes,
our
our show. Nonetheless, as you keep on interrupting me, my favorite horror movie would have to be Nightmare on Elm Street, The Final Nightmare. I enjoy Wes Craven. I enjoy Freddy. Freddy has been in my childhood as the resident person. I took my inspiration of being an asshole from Freddy. We're gonna have fun. That's the whole point of it. Freddy in all his movies kills you with the most ironic shit in your life. Yes, sir.
Power Glove.
Can you finish? Can you finish the title of the movie though, please?
He's a stickler.
Go ahead. You can finish the title because I was going to continue what I was saying.
Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, please.
Thank you.
Jesus.
There you go. So this
Thank
movie
you. That made me feel so much better.
All right,
You see
good.
his ass start to twitch?
Yeah, he's like,
I'm gonna kill you if you don't get this right.
Can you just say the name right? Just say the name right. I'm gonna start purposely doing that just for Drew because the fact of the matter is, it just tweaks him ever so much every time you don't say it correctly, and he's sitting there like, I just want to correct him. Can I just correct him, please? Let me correct him. Like, is that your?
You
trap,
haven't
Drew?
seen this movie? Every episode, I love it.
So yeah,
So-
Jason's Dead, The Final Nightmare. What's up?
Yep, exactly. So, as you seen from,
I'm good now. I'm good.
as you see from the gift, there's a part in the movie where he's playing a video game with this guy and using him as the actual video game, and they steal the controller from him and lock him in a room, and he's like, "Oh, you think that's it? Guess what? Power Glove!" And he's just it's just so much entertaining. The movie was about what they thought was his son was the person that could kill Freddy. Come to find out, Freddy didn't have a son; he had a daughter.
Mhm.
So, spoiler alert: his
Spoiler
daughter is the one who
alert.
his daughter goes in dreams to rip him out of the dream and bring him real life and kill him. And it was awesome how she did it. She took they have friends on the outside feeding her weapons as she's throwing them at him and stabbing him and pinning him up, and eventually just takes this stick of dynamite and just shoves it in him, and he just blows up. It was entertaining. It was fun.
Did they ever explain how he came back for Jason? I mean, Freddy versus Jason.
No, because they had
Yeah, he
another.
was in hell with Jason.
Because they had another movie after that. Remember?
No, you're talking about
Was there
you're
one
talking
after?
about
Yes.
Jason Goes to Hell. You're talking about Jason Goes to Hell. At the end, he grabs the mask down.
No, but you remember
But
also
then in Freddy vs. Jason,
after Freddy's dead, they made
No.
another one. Yes, Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
yeah, New Nightmare.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was where they
But
crossed
New
over
Nightmare
to where
was-
like the TV or like the Wes Craven's in it. Like the actors are playing like
Yes.
their real selves. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
And to be technical, Freddy actually wasn't even. I mean, he was in the movie, but he wasn't in the movie because technically, Freddy, like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, were what kept the entity at bay. So it's a semantics thing, and I'm not saying for me. I'm just saying in general, it's a semantics thing with the movie. So the actual Freddy character in that movie is the actual entity coming to life into the real world. So Freddy's in the movie, but he's not technically in the movie because it's the dark entity that that's the image he's taking. So it's a psychosemantic bullshit thing, but that was what made Nightmare on Elm Street scary again, because it was supposed to show the effects of horror movies on the kids' parents that were acting in the movies.
Right.
And a shout out to what was it, the doctor from Freddy's Dead, Yaphet Kotto. And that dude was a pimp ass actor. He was also in Live and Let Die, the James Bond movie, if anybody remembers that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So. Oh, hey, Brian Jones, the one of the co-creators of Sinister Creature Con, just popped up in the comments.
doing?
Just wanted to say hello.
Brian, I'm
We're
being held
gonna
hostage.
eventually have him on again when he gets
Blink if you're okay. Blink if you're all
Blink
right.
twice
Help
if you
me,
can save
Brian. Drew threatened my family to be on his podcast. God help me.
Wow.
Send help.
Oh God.
All right. Let's go ahead and just move it along to the next. I didn't go. Okay, so yeah, I'll go. My throwback is a movie that I haven't seen since I was I wasn't supposed to be watching this fucking movie. And it's probably part of the reason why I don't like horror movies. But none other than fucking Hellraiser. Pinhead himself. The voice, the visuals, the demonic entities. I didn't even want to touch a Rubik's Cube for like 10 years of my life because of this fucking movie. Okay, I thought chains were going to pop out, latch into my flesh, and drag me to hell. That's really what I felt like watching this damn movie. So if you haven't seen Hellraiser, go check it out. It's a classic. It's going to give you all the scares and chills that you need. I forgot what's the actor's name. Crap. There you go, Doug Bradley. Yes, well, I meant his real name, but yes, shout out to him. Is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
We actually 2 years ago we met him.
Did he do the voice?
Brian Jones says the S&M horror franchise of Hellraiser.
Yeah, it really was.
Yes, it was.
They really had like some of the best,
it really was
creature
though,
designs.
because
Yes.
Chatterbox. But then the crazy thing with that though is like it scares the shit out of you. And then because wasn't it in the second one that they killed him and he would just turned out to be like a 12-year-old kid that had opened a box like that? That's pretty fucking creepy.
There goes Emily Godoni. Did you tell
Drew,
her?
you need to tell.
Hey, Emily, you are the proud winner of this.
I'm so sorry. You can ask for a refund from Drew.
Oh,
You're a whole refund of free $99. Ryan Reynolds.
Wow.
How do you guys feel about Jaws as a throwback iconic horror movie? I feel like that movie traumatized an entire generation from going into the water. Even today, that music is synonymous with danger and creeping up on you.
I feel you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, definitely.
And Emily said, "Whoop whoop."
I think I.
But no, and it's crazy because with Jaws, and I actually got like, it was before the pandemic hit, because I had never seen it in theaters, and one of my friends that I'm on another podcast with, which is the Horrific Network, and I'm on the Campfire Chronicles, they actually were able to show it at a theater about 40 minutes away from me. And I was able to go and see it in theater. And even to this day, that movie still holds up and it is amazing in theaters. But they also do it like, I think it's somewhere in Texas or something like that, where they put up a giant fucking screen at a water park, and you're wading in water while watching. I'm like, yeah, no, fuck that. Even though you know there's no sharks, I still wouldn't do it.
That's amazing.
No.
Hell
no.
I would be the asshole with a shark fin on my back, swimming around, fucking with people. Just yes, that would be amazing. But yeah, I mean, you know what? We should probably do shark movies next.
Sharknado.
We could.
It's not many shark movies, but yes, you'll be introducing Sharknado and.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shark movies. Don't forget Ghost Shark. Yeah. That was one of them.
Ghost Shark.
And that was a terrible movie where a ghost just pop up out of any water and kill people.
Dear God, what?
Look that shit up. Ghost Shark.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about shark movies eventually. We're gonna Deep Blue Sea, Jaws,
hold on. Deep Blue Sea 1, 2, and 3.
There's more Deep Blue Sea.
Yes.
What the?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, and just another fun fact: Deep Blue Sea 1, a second movie where a black man made it all the way through the movie.
Facts. His
character,
LL Cool J lived in that one.
Fuck yeah.
Brian Jones says, Brian Jones said Santa Jaws. What the fuck is that? Please explain that shit. Please explain that shit forthwith right now.
God.
I'm gonna go with he's his version of Cam.
No, Brian's a great guy.
Not saying
Brian
he's not,
is a great guy.
but you know.
The Meg, yeah, that'd work. Jason Statham playing the transporter in every movie.
Y'all still have not explained to me what the fuck is Santa Jaws.
I can't explain such movie that I know nothing about.
I'm pretty sure. Here, wait. Let me look it up real quick.
There he goes. There he goes.
I'll look it up. See if it's a thing.
Trying to survive the family
Synopsis:
Christmas.
Trying to survive the family Christmas, Cody makes a wish to be alone, which ends up backfiring A shark manifests and kills his God damn.
That sounds okay. This is
Sounds
my
like Home
morbid humor.
Alone and Krampus put together.
Yep, there you
That
go.
sounds hilarious. That's
Hey, if you want
hilarious.
to watch if you want to watch a good Christmas killing movie, watch Santa Slays with Bill Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
The
I watched that
intro
one. Yes.
alone.
Oh God, I remember that movie.
When he fucking deep fries fucking Fran Drescher's face in the very beginning.
What?
Yes,
yeah.
Bill Goldberg. Yeah,
Yeah. You gotta look that one up.
You guys keep.
Cassie said, "Oh yes, my favorite Christmas movie."
Yes. Sharktopoulos.
No, that's Sharktopus.
Sharktopus?
Octopus.
Yeah, they.
you asked for this.
Now,
Oh,
now you just pull my leg. Okay.
but isn't it Sean's turn?
I was about to say that.
Oh,
Your throwback movie,
Throwback, sir.
so we can close
he's
this
trying.
thing
He's
out.
trying to remember it.
He's trying to think.
No comment. No, I actually have one. So there's a couple of different throwbacks, but again, like having to choose one of anything is fucking difficult as hell. But the throwback I was a huge fan of was Martyrs. I've actually both of them. I didn't mind the remake of it, which came out a couple years after, but the original was just as intense. The whole thing's intense. The whole concept is there's this society that believes in bringing these young girls to the brink of just utter like just torture. Like they skin them alive, put them through all this like abuse, and what they believe is that when they hit a certain pain threshold to where their psyche breaks down, that they'll actually see into the afterlife and will be able to report back to these people like what they see in death. You know, pretty much people trying to find out like, is there a life after death? And spoiler alert for people who haven't seen it, but it's been out for like years. The main girl that you follow through this whole thing that you think she's kind of crazy, turns out she was right. They skin her from neck down, so she's all muscle tissue. Her scalp's completely ripped off. You know, they put and like she's just, and they show it like in the original, like it's brutal. And at the end, she whispers into the old woman's ear, who kind of like the head of the thing, of what she sees, because her eyes turn white and she sees into the afterlife. And she whispers something into her ear. You don't know what she says. She like thanks everyone for coming. She goes into the bathroom, blows her brains out. So it's left up to interpretation is there's nothing after, and this is all for nothing. So she killed herself, or there's something after that we all go to regardless. So she killed herself to get there quicker. Because I am a what do they call it? An agnostic. So like I don't necessarily believe in a god or Christian religion or any type of religion, but I believe that all of this is too coincidental to happen for no reason, which might just be me being a human being just hoping that there's something after. So that concept of, is there something after life? So that movie like really draws me, like that whole like looking into the void, but super fucking brutal. I recommend everyone watching it because like they put this girl through so much torture, and you're just like, okay, that's cool. Like she's gonna escape. Nope. Oh, more torture. Okay. Maybe they're gonna get out. Nope. Still torturing her. Okay. Yeah. It's like a test of endurance. Not as bad as a Serbian film because there's no baby fucking in it, but it's pretty brutal.
Good God. I think we just shook Trey.
I've been shaking this entire fucking between his description and the pictures that I didn't know that were going to come up on the screen that I'm watching come up on the screen. Nah.
Wait, you pull up pictures of it? I can't see it.
The pictures that Drew posted.
They're on Twitch.
Okay. They're on Twitch. Okay.
They're on
They're
Facebook. They're on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. They're what show while we're talking.
Yeah. So anytime you see me looking to the left, I'm looking at the pictures. But yeah, that's where's my Bible? Where's my Bible?
I was gonna say, Trey, did you have any other questions for him before we leave? Like, because I know you're a huge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cyanide and Happiness.
What was your favorite skit to work on Cyanide and Happiness? For those of you who do not know, you were one of the artists that worked on it, correct?
Yes, everyone always thinks I'm like one of the creators, and I blame the creators because they never show their faces. And I feel like now they regret it because I've become like the face of Cyanide Happiness, or at least I was. And there's like, you're not even the fucking creator. I'm like, I know how to brand myself, bitch. Like,
Hey, wait, you're actually incorrect. If you go on Wikipedia, it actually has you as one of the co-creators.
It does.
I know, right? It's so weird.
I'm
It's
not
got me.
even
It's got
lying.
me and Rob from Toronto, and it does say like one of the creators, and I don't think they can change it. So it's, but yeah, I was hired in about 10 years ago. I met Chris Wilson on MySpace, which is, it sounds super like
Wow.
creepy, like, you know, he goes, you know, he reaches out to me, huge fan of my work. We have a big appreciation for dark artwork. Invites me out to his house in Colorado. Never actually meeting in person. Of course, my dad thinks he's gonna take me out to the woods, sodomize me, and then leave me for dead.
Boy, you have a pretty mouth.
I know, right? So I go out there. They hire me as
Just run the other way if you hear banjos.
I run towards that noise. It's like my mating call.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
But yeah. So yeah, it's
I'm gonna
Cyanide
go ahead and
Happiness.
drink now.
We my favorite skit that I worked on was fuck, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called The Baby, which is where the girl comes into the hospital. She goes, "I'm pregnant. I'm delivering," and the doctor goes, "Okay, cool," and he's like pulling the baby out, and then he goes, "I'm so sorry. Like, there's no, you're not pregnant." And like she looks around, the hospital turned into like a dilapidated area. And then she looked, and the doctor's not there, but the baby's in her arms. And the baby's just got this weird look on its face. I designed the baby, like I did the character designs and everything, and the backgrounds for it. But there's no comedy whatsoever to it. It's just a weird ass short, and it's by far my favorite because it was like Chris's idea. Like he wrote the script for it, and I did the artwork for it. And me and him obviously are bigger into the weird shit. I don't know if people liked it as much, but it was by far my favorite one of 10 years of working with them.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
I love his joking hazard though. The game that you did, Joking Hazard, was awesome.
I've never played that. What's that on?
That's a card game.
No, it's
yeah.
Huh.
So you're pretty much
Cards
making
Against Humanity, basically with Cyanide and Happiness.
Yeah, you're making like a 3-card comic. What's really funny is was it Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams talked about that being one of their favorite games to play when they did that game night movie. So she name drops Joking Hazard on like all these different like Entertainment Weekly and all that shit. Yeah, it was super cool.
Okay, I need to check that one out. I did not know about that one.
Oh yeah, I was actually lucky enough to get a copy of it from Shawn.
Did he sign it?
No, he did not sign it.
I didn't sign it. Damn, Drew. I must not like it.
No,
Nope.
it's all good. No, you probably don't. It's all good.
If I come back out west, I'll sign it. Just bring the box.
Yeah, you remember you were like, I can't sell it
off.
because it had a hole in the bottom of it. It was the one that was damaged. You remember that?
No.
The
I'm
bottom
famous,
of the box
remember?
had a hole in it.
He said, "I don't care about
I
if it has a hole. I'm famous."
My fault.
That was my fuck hole.
Oh.
That's his glory
Well,
hole.
now I have to go burn that.
That's his glory hole. You to put your hands all over it now.
He's like, I was wondering why these last 5 cards were sticking to each other.
Oh, God.
That was just the print.
It was just a print.
Adding Joking Hazards to my cart now.
I think you get it on sale now on
Amazon. Amazon.com.
Yeah.
That's where I'm.
It's at Target too, surprisingly.
It made it to Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Target
It
and
is.
Walmart.
And did you work on the new game that just came out on the Switch?
Yes. I did a lot of the backgrounds, all the props, the whole interface of like the backpack, like that whole zipper thing. I actually did a live stream of like walking through it. I'm actually a character in the game in the art room. I'm
Nice.
Professor Jiggly Neck for whatever reason. I don't know why I'm Jiggly Neck, but yeah, I'm forever immortalized in there because like the character they use was actually my own. This is back when I had the hard part, but the character was from Rudy, the other short, which was about this guy who like was an asshole his whole life.
Yeah.
And I was actually at his bedside when he dies. Like you'll see me, I'm completely out of place because I'm like, I've got dirt. Initially, I was supposed to be the groundskeeper for like the cemetery, so my guy had dirt on me, but they switched it the last second. So I'm just a dirty Shawn at the bedside at a hospital. So much like real life.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like real life.
Right.
So my final question for you is pertaining to your art. You have, from what I've seen, you do have a very dark art style. What has been, besides horror movies, have you had any other forms of inspiration that has geared you in that direction as far as how you create?
So I always like to ruin people's perception of how I create because a lot of my fans and supporters think that I listen to just heavy metal and only the creepiest movies to get inspired, and it's the furthest thing from the truth.
He's listening. He's watching Disney
Is that
movies.
thing just like a pill on repeat?
Well, typically, like so, it sounds very like artsy fartsy shit, but I kind of try to keep myself open to any type of inspiration whatsoever. So I could be watching Bluey with my kids, and there might be something that's just entertaining that I think I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of a cool concept. We were watching. Oh crap! We were talking about something about Lost when I was on vacation last week, and we talked about the Dharma Initiative logo looking like a yin yang logo, which meant and I've never drawn a yin yang design before, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw one, but I'm gonna do it creepy. So I did it with plague doctor masks, and it was really just a conversation we had. And typically, that's where I get most of my inspiration is just a conversation, words that just kind of come out. Like I have a notebook on my phone. Well, you can't see that, but it's just different things. So like
We get it. We get it.
Joe Rogan said something like recreational outrage, and to me that just sounds hilarious for some reason.
That
So like
sounds like fun.
I want to design something based off of recreational outrage.
Okay.
And then like someone said never find love in a graveyard. And I thought that was like that's kind of cool. So I'll just write down like words I hear. Or like having kids. So like my kids were big into the Peter Pan movie or the cartoon. And I was
Kids say
like,
the darndest things.
well, I was like, man, how cool would it be if Peter Pan was like the Pied Piper? And instead of bringing the kids to Neverland, he would promise them to come to Neverland, but they would actually follow their death. And that's how they got to Neverland. So he would like, yeah, come trust me, come fly with me. And they would jump off the building to fly, but they end up dying. And I was like
That's
I haven't
crazy.
drawn that piece yet, but like
I need to see that. I've
Yeah.
made sure that I've gone through and followed you on all your social medias, but just for our fans out there and everybody in the audience and your fans who have watched us here, go ahead and tell them where they can find you, where they can purchase some art pieces from you. Let them know your information.
So I'm an egomaniac, so all my social media is just Shawn Coss.
Smart.
It's Coss, not Cross, even though that would fit my dark art style. You can find and support me the best by going to my clothing brand, which is anymeansnecessary.com, which is what I'm wearing. Duh. That's the best way to support. That's the only clothing brand that has my artwork. I sell all my art prints there.
Is that a bitten into heart on your shirt? Is that what that is?
Yes, it says "Eat your heart out."
That is fucking awesome. Okay. All right. Yes. We will have to.
He's like,
Man,
and
you can
add
look
to
behind
cart.
We have a crucified Dr. Seuss. Has been also one of our most divisive ones. So I'll read this to you real quick. I came up with my own Dr. Seuss lyrics, but it says, "And all the children stood around their God nailed to wood. It is then they understood the moment they witnessed the death of their childhood." And apparently, Republicans think that we're snowflakes, and the liberals think that we're very conservative because they thought that we were like doing this for the cancel culture of Dr. Seuss. I was like, I drew that fucker last year. I don't give a shit about if he's getting canceled or not. This shit's funny to me.
Fuck them both.
That's right. Fuck them both.
I actually like your Alice in Wonderland one with
yes,
the white
Alice
rabbit
B.
coming out from behind Alice's face.
Yeah, she's got
Yeah,
or
too
two
bad
hits
you
of
have
acid
the 2X
on her-
shirts. Otherwise, I'd buy one.
Well, hey, good news
Yeah.
is we're actually restocking it for July.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I'll have to buy that then.
That one was
cool.
that was on our list of restocks.
Absolutely. Well, have you enjoyed your time here with us today, sir?
I mean, it was all right. I could have been beaten off, but this is a close second.
All right. Well, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it.
I would say we still not done.
He said, "I'll take it."
Yeah.
You said
Okay.
what?
We ain't done yet.
We're not. What are you talking about?
Trailers
what do
for
we
next
got?
week. Trailers for next week.
Oh, yes. My bad.
Oh.
Sorry.
So
I'll be trying
close.
to go to sleep.
So
I know
close.
you-
Trey.
I know.
I know. Yeah,
You
it's
were almost out,
9:3
Sean.
for us East Coasters.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
but-
trailer
yeah,
we
but-
got going on, and I'm going to have a bonus one after it. The trailer we're first showing would be Werewolves Within. It's a new movie coming out. So, let's see what it's going to be about.
Am I going to be able to talk through this one?
I'm about to mute you so they can't hear you.
That's half the fun.
I'm watching.
Should affect our snowshoes.
What? People do that?
You know, fun fact, not only is it the oldest, but remains one of the most effective means of traversing the ice.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna fit right in at Beaverfield.
It's not gonna put podcast.
Everything here is a little questionable. Ranger! The people. The weather. Everything.
Oh.
Ranger? You look like you just seen a corpse.
Well, the roads are effed, and something's wrong with the generator.
Which generator?
All of them.
Can't get on the internet.
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Holy!
Probably a wolf.
What are you, like a wolf detective now, Marcus?
Who knows? Who? When? Who's gonna kill next?
I think we can all agree that it's unsafe outside, and there's safety in numbers. Out of curiosity, who is packing? Well, we're having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everything about this predator is unorthodox. It's not human. It's not canine. It's one of them.
One of what?
Lycanthrope.
A what?
Lycanthrope.
A werewolf.
How could it gotten in here? How did it get out?
Who says he got out? Maybe. I'm a werewolf.
Maybe you're a werewolf. Maybe you're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. Maybe we're all werewolves. Are we really in a Mexican standoff right now?
Hey, don't say Mexican. Just stand up.
You know, we're probably just gonna head out.
This is
We're just pull it.
Terrifying.
We got it on our own. It's just, hey, you go ahead, please. Don't spare me.
Please! Please don't bother the
Spare
lock.
me. You think I
Oh
couldn't
my
do that
goodness, I
myself?
could have
What?
gotten it.
The world has a way of changing. And we change too. There are moments that separate us. But we always come back together.
We heard y'all needed a little love out here. Y'all ever thought about the wild missions we've been on? We've taken out planes, trains, tanks. I'm not going to even think about the submarine. And now we got cars flying in the air.
I talked
Who
about
is he?
that on the-
Jacob
I am so
is
fucking sick of fucking
Dom's
Fast
brother.
and Furious. I wish they would all get in their cars and all get in a line and drive a little fucking cliff and explode.
You always say
into
never
1,000
turn your back on
That's what I
family.
wish for the fucking-
But you turned your back on me.
They were.
Now your little family
I wouldn't be surprised they got John
is
Cena.
my
Rock
purpose.
went to another movie.
Are you ready?
Whatever's on you is you ready? It's on us.
He's got his own private army. We need help. No way.
So how do y'all want to play this?
Facts.
Fast.
She's apparently in
I'm
this.
trying to mention this, but why don't I?
Oh, sorry.
Brother against brother. This should be interesting. But could you kill him? You rightfully would you don't?
Crank it all the way up.
We the soldiers.
Somebody please explain to me how they go.
Man, we messing with magnets now? We're supposed to wake up. Whoa. We front. We did everything we gave up. Even when we die, we raise up. Yeah!
It's good to be back.
We got no white flag and no trees. We got the product. We got the clothes. We supposed to stop that? Hold on! We going wild. We on the loose. People is blind. We are the truth.
I spent my entire life in your shadow. And now, you spend the rest of yours. Living in mine.
We going wild. We on the loose.
Not today.
Really? Duct tape? You acting like we on our way to Home Depot.
What the fuck?
Are they finishing this at like 10? Oh, they're wearing fucking.
No, there's 2 more. It's going to 11.
Say I am Groot and blow the fuck up.
Dude, I gotta give credit to fucking Groot Boy. Like, making 9 movies out of a fucking car movie, like literally tuner cars that were popular back in like the late 90s.
Mhm.
Like, it's like a whole series now. It's insane.
Are you happy now? You forced me to watch that shit.
Yes.
You're happy?
For all people who don't know, well, if you couldn't already tell, Trey hates Fast and Furious. So on his other podcast, they always make running jokes when they're talking about subjects, how Fast and Furious family always ties into whatever. This recent
tied
episode
it into Game of Thrones. They said Paul Walker was the original White Walker. I hate them all.
Oh, hey. Okay, here. So let's end this show on a good note, because I know Trey is looking forward to this. I know I'm looking forward to this. I think, Darren, are you looking forward to this? Just it's a simple yes or no. But Shawn, how big were you on Masters of the Universe and He-Man when you were a kid?
I was huge in it. I had all the toys, watched the movie. Movie was obviously
the shitty 80s movie, yeah.
But dude,
Trash.
Skeletor in it was amazing. The prosthetics on his face were great.
Thank you.
But are you looking forward to Kevin Smith's series of Masters of the Universe on Netflix in July?
No, and I have a reason why. Because
Uh-oh.
we were supposed to do a whole release with Mattel to coincide with the Masters of the Universe reboot. We had a whole collection that I can never show because we signed a bunch of NDAs. I can talk about it, I just can't show the shit. We had a whole thing.
Well, when we go live, if you have any of it, we'll look at it.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, so we were supposed to, so we had a whole deal working with Mattel. It was pretty much like done and delivered, and then COVID happened. And then Mattel got super scared about investing in any type of like kind of like unknown brands like we were. And we thought the Kevin Smith movie was done for as well because of the whole COVID stuff. And then lo and behold, Kevin Smith goes, "Hey, we're releasing the movie." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, Mattel, let's go." And there's like, "Yeah, we're still not doing it." I'm like, "Fuck you." I was like, "Well, hey, can I show the artwork?" And they're like, no. I'm like, "Fuck you too."
Oh.
So, it looks amazing. It looks great. I'll probably watch it, but I'm fucking bitter. I'm so bitter.
Yes,
and This is kind of like
But Mark Hamill
yeah.
playing the Joker of Skeletor, basically.
Will you stop saying that? He's Skeletor.
Dude, listen to him talk. He sounds exactly like the goddamn
voice
Joker.
actor. He's going to sound like that.
I know.
But Skeletor was actually the
I'm not
father
saying it's a
of the Joker.
thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm looking for it.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Beastman does look like Beastman in the 2004 version of the He-Man reboot. I don't know if they did any redesigns there necessarily, but it looks exactly the same to me. But overall,
Man of War looks a lot better.
He does. Yes, he does.
William McDaniel said Taylor Swift that shit and just redraw
it. Well, so actually, our brand consultant told me to like tweak the Skeletor. So we had this one. It was going to be a giant windbreaker that had Skeletor on it, and I actually redid the whole Masters of the Universe logo in like a Skeletor theme. But he's like, dude, he's like, put a fucking scythe and color him gray. It'll be fucking death. They can't come after you. It's a fucking skull guy. I'm like, fuck yeah, fuck them. So you might, but you might see it.
Skeletor one.
I know. Trust me. This is the first time dealing with a company in an NDA, and he's like, oh no, they'll sue your ass. And like, they will not hesitate to sue you if you break that NDA. I'm like,
not the least.
Okay, well, let's not do that.
So
then.
how long does the NDA last? Is it permanent?
Until they release the show?
I have to look at the contract again. So I have to check.
Not that I'm trying to get personal.
No, perpetuity throughout the universe.
I honestly like when we signed it, it was like back in March of 2020. So once we found out it was dead, I kind of just went fuck it. But I might relook at it again and just see. I'm like, dude,
see what you can.
It's good artwork. Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's good artwork. Let me just show this shit off. So I was gonna actually tweet Kevin Smith when I was like, hey man, I totally would have loved this if my shit was a part of it, but he had nothing to do with it. It was all Mattel. But I mean, I'm not upset with Mattel, so to speak. I'm upset with the whole situation of obviously shit getting canceled.
Yeah.
So it's just gotta learn.
So it was basically you were doing your artwork so they could model toys after your artwork?
No, I don't know. So we were gonna do a whole like clothing release based on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was gonna be like jackets, t-shirts, skateboards, a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
So I did artwork for Skeletor, Beast Cat, and Moss Man.
Nice.
Yeah, so I did like
Skeletor hoodie.
Oh, sorry, not Beast Cat, Battle Cat. My bad, Battle Cat. The Battle Cat one is amazing. Like I'm like, goddamn, I outdid myself. Like and then it just hurt to like not see that come out.
I bet.
Yeah. I'm still like, please find it in your heart to find a way to just forget that you left that picture of Skeletor somewhere, so that it can so I could at least get an eye on it. I'm just saying.
I think I will look at my contracts. I think I will look at it tonight and just see. And the day it is void, I'll be like, post, motherfuckers.
There you go. Right. Okay, guys. Well, I'm definitely following on everything because I want to see. I'm waiting. I will patiently wait for that shit. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap things up, gentlemen. Tell them where they can find you. You know what to do. Sorry, Trey's trying not to pass out. Let's go.
Dragon shows everywhere, as you already know.
Gadoni on Facebook at Drew Gadoni, and I'm also on the Horrific Network for the Campfire Chronicles
Tuesday
that we record on Tuesdays and usually comes out Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I have another podcast tomorrow night.
Good job.
So,
all right, and everybody knows it's your boy Trey Proper. Everywhere, if you don't know, Google me. So yeah, it's been fun. Let's get this.
It has been a blast.
Let's get up out of here, people. Love you all. Thank you for joining us.
Night.
We'll holler at you.